Press conference live from Dodger Stadium, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Which team you're going to sign with? How many teams are in consideration then? And what is your process for making a decision? Are you calling people? Are you making a pro-cons list? And ultimately, what was it that sort of just tipped the scales at the end that got you here?
本当最後の最後の段階で実際何チームで悩んでたんでしょうか。で、あとなんていうんですかね、何チームで悩んでいたかと、その決断をするのにあたって決め手というかいろいろあったと思うんですけども、これが決め手だったっていうのは何かあるんでしょうか。
何球団っていうのを僕の口からここまで言っていいのかちょっとわからないので、そこは差し控えさせていただくというのと、先ほども言った通り、ドジャースがこれを持ってるからというよりかは、そうですね、なんていうんですかね、心に残っている言葉として、オーナーの方もマクオルターさんも含めて、この10年間ドジャースが経験してきたこの10年間を、彼らは全く成功だとは思ってないっていうことはおっしゃられてたので、それだけ勝ちたいという意思がみんな強いんだなというのは心に残ったかなと思います。
Like I said earlier, I don't really want to talk about other teams at this stage, so I'm going to kind of shy away from that. But as far as the reason that why I chose the team, like I said earlier, there's a lot of reasons, but one thing that really stands out in my head is when I had the meeting with the Dodgers, the ownership group, they said when they look back at the last 10 years, even though they've made the playoffs every single year, one World Series ring, they consider that a failure. And when I heard that, I knew that they were all about winning, and that's exactly how I feel. So that's one of the things that stood out.
That's Shohei Ohtani at Dodger Stadium. Interesting. He says the reason he chose the Dodgers, one of the reasons, was that when he talked to the management team, they talked about being in the playoffs for the last decade and considering every year that they didn't win the World Series to be a failure.
It kind of was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
it was.
he's right. So and now that he's back and he's here, it's going to be they should be back in there every year from now on.
Hey, you guys, let me ask you a semantics question.
Right.
Some of those questions, the reporters would ask him, and Shohei would answer without the interpreter. And then other times the interpreter would jump in and explain it. So
maybe he understands English.
Yeah, that's what my thought is too. Like Fernando always did interviews in Spanish, even though I was told by several people he absolutely understood English. He just didn't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So do you think Shohei's the same way? You think Shohei actually speaks English, but he doesn't want to say the wrong thing?
I think he may understand English, not necessarily speak English. Right?
Yeah. That sounds
or not
right.
well enough to have the full press conference and respond to the questions in clear English.
Yes. By the way, this is I find this to be outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Did you see Jim Hill got the second question instead of the first question?
Who got the first one?
Jack Harris of the Times.
Wow, how did that happen?
How did Jack Harris get the first question and Jim Hill got the second question?
People are pissed about that.
By the way, it's honestly one of the things that's lighting up the Mason and Ireland Mafia right now. People are like, "What? Where's Jim Hill? Why didn't Jim Hill get the first question? Who made that call?"
Do the Dodgers own the LA Times now, too?
Oh, it's possible. No, Jack Harris, by the way, is a great baseball. I think
he
he's the
is
best
a great baseball writer.
they got.
He's not Jim Hill.
No, he's not Jim Hill. John, can you look into this?
That the fact that Jim Hill often gets the first question is kind of a courtesy that other reporters extend to him.
Yes.
I'm maybe is Jack Harris young?
I honestly don't. I don't remember what he looked like, if he's young or not. I'm not sure.
Maybe he just doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't know the rules.
Okay, the important question has been answered.
Okay.
His dog's name.
Oh, here we go.
His dog's name. Well, it's two, but I'm going to go with the other one.
Decoy. What?
Decoy. His dog's name is Decoy. Decoy. He also said a different word, but I don't really want to say it.
Well,
but because it sounds like a bad word.
I'll say it. Just be ready.
By the way,
Dicklebean.
What's wrong with saying that?
I don't know. It's just a weird name.
It's a weird name.
Dicklebean.
Dicklebean
or
that
Decoy.
For a dog. I like Dicklebean. Dicklebean for a boy and Decoy for a girl. Boy?
Dickle Bean.
Dickle Bean.
Dicklebeen or Decoy.
Was it
Dickle
our
Bean
guys?
Decoy. Ooh, I
was
can't
it
even
our
say it.
guys that asked it? Or did somebody else
this
ask
is
it?
Michael Duarte from NBC has it, and there's a couple people have it on Twitter now.
Yeah.
And they're saying Decoy.
Decoy.
Decoy. Like he was going to go to Toronto, but it was
But
a
it was a
decoy.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. All right, coming up next, we'll pick up a little bit more of that. Again, Shohei Ohtani at Dodger Stadium announcing, being introduced to the media. It is a circus out there. A lot of
Media
reporters.
circus here.
It's a media circus. We have guys there. We should talk to our guys that are there after this thing
By
is
the way,
over.
did you see Clinton Yates in an ugly Christmas sweater with a pencil stuck inside his hat?
He always has a
In the
pencil inside his
crowd?
hat.
Yes.
His dad is with him. His dad, Earl.
I didn't see his dad with him, but Clinton is wearing an ugly Christmas sweater and has a pencil sticking out the side of his hat.
Yeah.
He's television's Clinton Yates.
And his dad is the vice president of the Old Man Good Looking Association.
Handsome man
Mature.
community.
Mature.
The senior.
The senior
Sure.
circuit.
The senior circuit, yes. All right, we'll stick with this coming up next as we continue to welcome Shohei Ohtani to Los Angeles and to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Also, the IST was a big success with the Lakers. Might be even better next year. We'll see if we can get to that, too. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The 12 Days of 710. Hi, this is Michelle Smallman, host of the new ESPN radio morning show Unsportsmanlike. Heard weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. right here on 710. It's that time of year, time for the season of winning on 710. Just listen for me to give you the cue to call. When you hear it, be caller number 7 at 877-710-ESPN, and you get to pick a holiday gift box in the 710 studio. Will it be the Travis box, the Sliwa box, Mason, Ireland, the Sedano box, or Cappy? Each box could have a fabulous prize for you to win.
All right, guys, it's officially back. Fifth Row Fridays presented by BBGO.
That's the official game day snack of the Lakers, by the way. And this is the best thing we give away. Fifth row seats to a Laker game. How many times do people come up to us and say, hey, give me Laker tickets? Yes. We don't have them. I don't even have them, but you can win them if you listen every day.
And these seats are better than the seats that you and Michael have, right?
15 rows better.
Yeah.
Michael and I are like row 20. So here's how you win. You listen every day to all the shows and take notes. If you can answer 5 questions about what happened on the show that day, you're eligible to win.
And don't forget, on Fridays, your chance to call in all 5 right answers, and you are in the fifth row at Crypto.com Arena for a Lakers game.
For free!
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay Baseball, and guess what? Thursday Night Football has a brand new home, and it's the 909 Sports Bar at Yamava Resort and Casino. Join me and the 710 Fun Games Department every Thursday night for a party. I will be giving away $1,000 cash every Thursday night. So this Thursday from 4 to 7 at the 909 Sports Bar, win cash and watch football with me, producer Lindsay Baseball. Or maybe they should call me Lindsay Football. See you there.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app and bam!
Download the ESPN LA app at the App Store and Google Play.
Elevate your game at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers and Kirk Morrison this Sunday for their live Rams postgame show from the Rays Lounge at Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes and interact with Travis and Kirk. Hollywood Park Casino is Los Angeles' premier card room casino and entertainment destination. Reminder, party, oh party, Sunday after the game. Come see Travis and Kirk and enjoy a postgame meal and drink at the Rays Lounge right after Rams football is done. Hollywood Park Casino. Eat, drink, play.
Dog is named Dekopin, Dekopin, which translates as decoy.
Well,
Gotcha.
that was Michael Duarte who wrote it Dickelbean, and I was just repeating.
Dekopin it's Dekopin.
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 Which means decoy.
Japanese for decoy. So Shohei Ohtani is being introduced over at Dodger Stadium right now, and it is a huge day. We've waited for this day, and we've honestly dreamed about this day. The idea that every night at Dodger Stadium we're going to see the greatest baseball player of all time every night.
Well, think about this, too. At the start of every Dodger game, you're going to see Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Shohei Ohtani all bat in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing.
And maybe Randy Arozarena, if the reports today are true.
Oh, if they could happen, yeah.
That'd be great. I mean,
something's coming. I thought I half believed that Yamamoto was going to be introduced at this press. P.S. Here's Yamamoto.
At the end of his press conference, Shohei Ohtani says, "We're also bringing in Yamamoto."
Press conference has ended. They're showing the Diamond Vision board at Dodger Stadium, and there's a picture of Ohtani, and they keep flashing in Japanese letters, too, I'm sure, welcoming him to Los Angeles. What a circus it's going to be. What a really fun circus all summer long.
Do you think anybody like Shohei is weirded out by the amount of dog questions that he was getting about his dog's name?
Well, if he just would have given it up the first time, then there wouldn't have been any question.
Although if you knew his dog was named Decoy,
would you give that up?
Would you have? I mean, it almost suggests that you're doing something sneaky,
nefarious,
doesn't it? My dog's name is Decoy. Such an odd dog name. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. And I think they're going to be – we'll wait and see exactly what they're going to happen. If you're a Dodger fan, here are the things you need to know. One, they are working on a trade with the Tampa Rays, and Tyler Glasnow is certainly a part of that. He would be the focal point of that trade. But they're also talking about Manny Margot, who I just think is a banjo hitter. And there's some talk that Randy Arozarena, who on his last Instagram post put up a picture of him and Shohei Ohtani, that he might be a possibility in this trade. Going out would be Ryan Pepio and
Johnny DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca, right.
He was a minor league outfielder.
They're also shopping around, and Dylan Cease is still a possibility as a trade target with the White Sox. You've got, let's see, who else? Corbin Burns seems off the market from Milwaukee.
What do you guys think about Lucas Giolito? He really struggled with the Angels at the end of the year, and I think he went to another team after he went to
the
Guardians.
Indians after that, or the Indians.
And didn't pitch great, but he still throws 100 miles an hour, and he's young.
And he's local.
Yeah, I mean, he was really, really bad down the stretch.
He was terrible down the stretch.
Like he got DFA'd by the I don't know if it was DFA'd.
I don't think he didn't get DFA'd.
Did he get traded from the Angels? Oh, that's right. He got traded from the Angels. Yeah. The Angels of all teams who were just tanking after they traded for him. They traded him, and was still bad. To where did he go? The Guardians.
The Guardians.
You can't make it on the Angels. I mean, that's kind of
if you can't make it there, you can't make it in that rotation. Lucas Giolito last year, just so we throw some actual facts in here. Lucas Giolito last year started a total of Oh, he was rough. He was 8-15 with a 4.88 ERA. He did start 33 times. But with the White Sox, before things got bad, he was 6-6 with a 3.79 ERA. And against the fact that he is a local kid may make a difference too. They've got to cobble together a rotation. I mean, Yamamoto would be the big target, right?
Go right in as the number 1 starter?
I think so.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm saying that having only seen him pitch on YouTube.
Right. What would be Bobby Miller?
Him.
Not Bobby Miller. Not Emmett Sheehan, Gavin Stone.
Bobby Miller could be it.
I think Bobby Miller probably would be it.
Yeah, Bobby Miller could be it.
So Walker Buehler is not going to be ready for opening day.
Doesn't sound like it. Sounds like he's not quite ready for opening day. So if you're looking at let's just project Yamamoto. Yeah, let's do that. Followed by Bobby Miller. And then you've got a collection of younger guys that you could put together a rotation with. But here's the thing. I don't think, given the fact that I'm $700 million in on Shohei Ohtani, I'm not going to skimp on the pitching staff. The whole point of him deferring all that money was to deliver a rotation that can win.
Right.
So they're not messing around now.
No, they're going to go after Dylan Cease. They're going to go after, obviously Glasnow is something that it looks like it's going to get done eventually. Yeah. And if they get Yamamoto, then you have the makings of a rotation.
Yep.
But they're going to still have to rely on young guys at this point.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Ireland, I've got the Mythical money standings here.
Okay.
And we're not together a whole bunch over the next week or so, right? We're doing a couple of shows together, but not a whole bunch. So I've got to make up ground.
Okay.
You are at 353,000. I am at 265,000.
All right, so I'm up like 90 grand on you.
Yes. So give me 50,000 mythical dollars on the Rams minus 6.5. Rams
like
minus
that
6.5 Sunday at SoFi.
All right, let me make it a little easier on you.
Okay.
Okay. Let me throw some action into the game. $20,000.
Okay.
On a 3-team parlay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The Parlay King lives.
Parlay King.
Now, I think I'm going to take the Rams. And what are we giving? 6.5 there?
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm going to take the Niners, and I have to give 12.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
That's scary because Arizona hangs with people, despite how bad they are.
Yeah, and then I need one more to make this the kill shot.
Make it tonight. Tonight's game.
Chiefs minus 7.5 over the Patriots.
Raiders plus 3 tonight.
Boy, I do think the Chiefs are going to play the Patriots really tough. But I thought there was one more game that I thought was pretty lopsided. Let me see. So I got Rams.
Yep.
Well, is C.J. Stroud going to play?
No. Give me the Cowboys at Buffalo.
Cowboys are plus 2 at Buffalo.
I'll take the 2. Okay. So Rams, Cowboys, Niners.
And that's how much?
20 grand.
20 grand?
To win 120.
Ooh, I like it. I only have 13K, Ireland. I'm going to have to make you got
to make like a 10-team parlay.
I'm going to get like a 5-team parlay together by tomorrow with games.
Okay. Well, I'm not with you guys tomorrow, so put that when you do that, email it.
Yeah, I will email so you can see it.
All right. By the way, all of our Mythical Money picks are brought to you by Prize Picks, the largest and #1 daily fantasy sports platform in North America. New members go to prizepicks.com/710. Use code 710 for a first deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. All right, we got Game of Games coming up next for you. Then we're going live to Yamava, where Cappy and Lindsay and DeMarco and Morales are hanging out for Thursday Night Football. In the meantime, if you are injured in an accident, here's the thing. You've been through a traumatic experience. Your body's trying to recover. Your mind is racing. Think about the moment it happens. You got to see a doctor. And there's lots of confusing phone calls with insurance companies and the other guy and all that stuff, and eventually medical bills and more headaches. Now, if you're dealing with an accident, just remember to call Jacob. He's like your one-stop shop. He will handle everything for you. Make one call, he'll do the rest. He will guide you through the process. On top of all that, he'll fight to get you the settlement that you deserve. You should take it easy. Don't stress. Let Jacob do the rest. Remember, a lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob. He'll win for you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram and on Facebook at call.jacob. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
ESPN. And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is Ireland's game today. John is on the road in San Antonio. Lakers last night survived San Antonio. They get that win last night despite LeBron not being on the floor and allowing 45 points in the fourth quarter. So, Ireland, what do you got for a game today?
All right, on TNT, they often play a game called Who He Play For.
Oh, no.
This is so hard now.
Oh, man.
This is a version of that. I'll give you the name of a professional athlete and 3 possible choices.
Okay.
So this is a little easier than the one they do.
Right.
You guys tell me who that athlete plays for. Here we go. Former Laker Troy Brown. Does he play for A, Chicago, B, Minnesota, or C, Atlanta? Brian Cohen, Chicago, Minnesota, or Atlanta?
Let's go Atlanta.
Greg.
Minnesota.
Laura.
Minnesota. I don't know.
Mace.
Let's cover all our bases. Chicago.
Greg and Laura both got it. He plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves now.
I did not.
All right. Former Sparks star Candace Parker. Does she play for A, Las Vegas, B, Chicago, or C, New York? Greg, Las Vegas, Chicago, or New York?
Oh, she just was in Las Vegas, but I think she went to Chicago. Chicago.
Laura.
This is tough because I know she was in Vegas, but I don't know if she's still there.
Las Vegas, Chicago, or New York?
Chicago.
Mace.
Chicago.
Brian.
I also think Chicago.
You're all wrong. It's Las Vegas.
Dang, she's still there. She's still there.
Arlen, did she go Las Vegas, Chicago, back to Las Vegas?
No, she went Chicago and then to Vegas. She went Sparks, Chicago, where she's from, and then to Vegas.
Got it.
All right, so Greg won,
Shoot,
Laura
I know
won.
she was there.
Nobody
Everybody
else.
bupkis.
Yeah.
All right. Former Rams punter Johnny Hecker. Does he play for A, New Orleans, B, Tampa Bay, or C, Carolina? Laura, New Orleans, Tampa Bay, or Carolina?
I'm going to go with Carolina.
Mace. New Orleans, Tampa Bay, or Carolina?
I'm going to go, I'll try Carolina.
Brian.
I think it is Carolina.
Greg.
It is Carolina.
Yeah, it is
You were,
Carolina.
I know.
I was trying to.
You were
speaking of-
trying.
of
I
decoy,
knew.
I was trying to
Before
decoy
he
you.
put it. Carolina.
Yeah. I was trying to act all uncertain about it.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't believe you.
Former Chargers quarterback Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Does he play for A, Atlanta, B, Washington, or C, the Giants? Atlanta, Washington, or the Giants? Mace.
I'm going to go Giants.
Brian.
Giants.
Greg.
Giants.
Laura.
Giants.
Oh, got it. All right, so it's Laura 3, Greg 3, Mason, Brian 2. All right, Brian, going back to you. Former Dodger closer Kenley Jansen. Does he play for A, the Mets, B, the Red Sox, or C, the Braves? Mets, Red Sox, or Braves? Brian.
I believe that's the Red Sox.
Okay, Greg.
I believe it is the Red Sox.
Laura.
I think I'm going to go with the crowd, Red Sox.
Mace.
Yeah, it's Boston.
It's Boston. Okay, everybody's on a roll now. Greg 4, Laura 4, Mace 3, Brian 3.
All right, let's do this.
All right, it is. Maybe I made this too easy. Former Angels outfielder Cole Calhoun is a free agent. He most recently played for A, Cleveland, B, Texas, or C, Arizona. Greg, Cleveland, Texas, or Arizona?
Ooh, wow, he was definitely in Texas, and he was definitely in Arizona. I'm going to go Arizona.
Okay, Laura. Cleveland, Texas, or Arizona?
AZ, Arizona.
Mace.
I'm going to go Arizona also.
Brian.
I'm going to go Texas on this one.
Oh, you should have gone Cleveland. Nobody got it.
Oh, nobody got it.
I was saying that back here, wasn't it? I was like, but I was like, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Former Laker Larry Nance Jr. Does he play for A, Portland, B, Cleveland, or C, New Orleans? Portland, Cleveland, or New Orleans? Greg.
Oh, wow, he's actually played in all three of those places. Portland?
Okay, Laura. Portland, Cleveland, or New Orleans?
God, Nola.
Okay, Mace.
It's Portland.
Brian.
Let's go New Orleans.
Why are you?
It is New Orleans.
God, for sure he was.
Here's so the name comes out, and Bergman's like, he's acting all confused, like, what is it? And then he starts laughing a little bit because he knows he's trying to fake me out.
I was trying to
and then
fake
he led me to the wrong answer anyway.
he was in Portland. I know
That's
that
why
for
you
sure.
guys were laughing. I was like, what happened?
John.
Because he was like he was looking at me, trying to like read my face.
Does he know it? Does he know it?
Mace, there are 2 left and a tiebreaker.
And we're
All
close,
Laura,
right?
Laura has the lead. Laura 5, Brian 4, Greg 4, Mace 3.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Laura, you got to go first on
Okay.
this one. Former Clipper Isaiah Hartenstein.
Oh, wow.
Does he play for A, New York, B, Boston, or C, Detroit? Laura, New York, Boston, or Detroit?
I'm going to go with New York.
Okay, Mace.
I'm going to go with New York.
Brian.
New York, why not?
Greg.
He was in New York last year, so New York.
Yeah, New York is the correct answer. So here's the last one. Mace, you're out.
I'm out. I thought I was doing really well.
No, you have 4, and Laura has 6.
Oh, here I thought I was doing so good. Okay.
Greg
go ahead.
and Brian, you guys are both in, but you're one behind Laura. So Laura has to go first.
Oh boy.
Okay?
No.
Here we go.
Oh,
Former Rams defensive end Leonard Floyd. Does he play for A, Chicago, B, Miami, or C, Buffalo? Chicago, Miami, or Buffalo? Laura.
Chicago. I don't know.
Okay, Brian.
I think Buffalo.
Greg.
He was Chicago. I think he's Buffalo this year.
It is Buffalo. We have a.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
There
where
it
he
is.
was, not where he is. Damn.
Correct.
All right, everybody needs to write down a number. Everybody got something to write with?
Something to write
got a
with. You got
pen?
something to write on. I got something.
Greg's searching
There.
for a pen.
I got it. I don't have anything to write on, but
All right, here we go. Current Charlotte Hornets guard Ish Smith holds the record for the most teams played for among current NBA players. How many teams has Ish Smith played for in his NBA career? Closest without going over. Greg, do you have something written down?
I wrote it down.
All right, Brian, do you have something written down?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Laura, you got something written down.
Okay.
All right. Laura, what'd you write?
I put 10.
All right. Brian, what'd you write?
14.
Greg, what'd you write?
11.
It was closest without going over.
Yeah.
Correct. And the winner is Greg Bergman.
Yeah.
The answer, 13.
I almost went 2.
Yeah, Laura, you hung in there for a really long time.
did.
He has played for, in order, Memphis, Golden State, Orlando, Milwaukee, Phoenix, OKC, Philadelphia, New Orleans, Detroit, Washington, Charlotte, Denver, and back to Charlotte.
Wow.
13
That's amazing.
different franchises.
All right, score for the month, and next week it wraps up. Brian 2, Mason 2, Bergman 2, Laura 1, Ireland 1, Momo 1, and Cappy 1.
Remarkably, even though I've been gone almost the whole month,
You
I have
still
a
are in it.
chance.
Wait. Oh, no, we have a few days, huh?
Yeah, we have a whole
Wait,
all,
Greg, when
all
does
five-
it go? When does it go to 2?
So next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All 5 days next week.
Starting Monday of next week?
Yes, starting
Yes.
Monday through Friday next week.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to connect with Yamava right here. Let's do some super crosstalk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
That wasn't very loud. Do it
I
again.
think that was a very distant, faraway love vote. Okay, there he is. I think he's there.
Well, no, the mic was off.
Try
Cappy.
that again. There you go.
Very
Again,
small
there you go.
market.
Yeah.
There we
so
go.
San Diego of you to not have
Very
a
San
microphone.
Diego.
Yeah. So guys are at Yamava tonight.
Thanks.
Yesterday, Blades of Glory. I got to say, Blades of Glory was a big success. Cappy totally snowed us. Cappy could be a professional skater. But the beauty of it is when Cappy gets on ice, and I'm all stumbling around, and Morales is trying to stay on his feet. Cappy's doing the same. He's pretending, he's acting like, oh, I can't skate. All of a sudden, he's skating backwards. He's doing axles. It was unbelievable, Cappy. You snowed us completely.
You were sandbagging.
That is not true.
Really?
Sandbagging.
That is
What's
not true.
untrue about it?
John, listen, you have been a great supporter of what I'm about to say. Everybody else has been a great doubter. The fact is, when you are a world-class athlete,
Oh, boy.
sometimes you're just a natural at things.
Exactly.
Cappy, how much did you practice?
That's a great question.
Probably in the course of my life, maybe 4 times.
You skated 4 times in your whole life?
4, 5, 6,
Morales, how many times?
You're a liar.
Last month.
Yeah,
No, but
Morales,
now
there's no
roller
way.
skating- Now,
No way.
Now, wait, roller skating?
Stop.
No, listen,
Stop.
I'm a great roller skater.
Roller skater or roller blade?
Roller skater. But the principles are the same. So once you get comfortable on the ice,
Yeah.
DeMarco, as a world-class athlete, You're able to figure it out quickly. You feel it. You have muscle memory.
It was impressive what you were doing.
Yeah,
but you
I
were
thought it was very impressive.
He was definitely sandbagging.
Regardless
though.
of whether you practiced or you didn't I thought it was an outstanding skating exhibition, and I want to go across the street and have Cappy on ice. I want that show to be there, like the Ice Capade. Cappy on ice.
That'd be awesome.
So honestly, Mace, you did a good job, too. The fact that nobody got hurt and we all stayed
That is the amazing part, Chris. That there were
How
zero
scared
injuries.
were you? How scared were you, Chris?
I was scared. So my bit was I was going to immediately get on the ice, and then Cappy was going to mount me, but the ice was wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Cappy's get on soaked. So then I didn't know what to do bit-wise, so I just held on for dear life until Cappy and came and rescued me.
You're a good actor then.
Yeah.
No, I was scared.
Mace, listen, so last night we went to the Kings game.
Oh, yeah. Kings and Winnipeg. Who won?
Winnipeg won. So Kings had a 2-0 lead after the first period. They blew it. They gave up 3 goals in the second period, and they gave up 1 in the third. And as far as I remember, it was 4-2. So now I'm feeling really confident about myself after this skating thing. And I'm like, you know what? I actually think I'm kind of good now.
Yeah, you are good.
You know?
Do what?
So now at the Kings games, at TV timeouts, they have a group of probably like 20 kids. They come out on the ice. They're all wearing skates, and they sweep. They have shovels.
Yeah.
And they shovel all the chips ice
I love this
into the
bit.
boards.
Seen that. Yeah.
I love this bit.
So, Mace, just like you with a national anthem,
yes,
I want to go to a Kings game and go out on the ice and scoop the ice during a TV timeout.
I think you would be an excellent ice scooper.
You realize, Cap, this is a change. This is like kind of what a sign of the times. They used to do that with like attractive women. Used to skate out there and clean the ice.
Yeah.
And now that you're telling me they do it with kids.
Well, I say kids. I mean,
they weren't kids, John. Cappy just doesn't know what he's talking about. It's the same. It's attractive people.
Attractive
cheerleaders.
Guys and girls. But they're all.
Is it co-ed, Chris?
Yeah, it's co-ed.
And they were young and they were fit looking. But Mace, I had so much confidence after our ice skating escapades that I thought, wouldn't it be a funny bit to go out on the ice and have like a GoPro cam on my head and see what it's like to actually scoop the ice during an NHL hockey game.
You know what I say? Great bit. Do it.
Yep.
That's a great
by the
bit.
way, that place is the scariest place to sing the national anthem. I sang the national anthem at a Kings game, and they make the place all dark, and there's this carpet that leads to center ice, and you walk out there, and all of a sudden there's spotlights on you, and you can't, and you're singing into the and I thought of the national anthems, that was probably the most pressure-packed, but also came out the best. It's scary out there. Luke Robitaille, by the way, after I sang, said never again.
Luke Robitaille, bud?
Yes.
Now, Mace,
Yeah.
what do you think about us practicing this year to be better next year, where we can take Cappy down with a clothesline on the ice?
You know what? I would love to say yes, but no.
Okay.
No.
You mean
no
like you
interest
survived?
whatsoever.
You
When
survived
did you guys
this
do
one?
When did you guys do this?
This was yesterday.
Are you guys sore now? Mason, are you sore?
I'm not sore.
You're not sore.
It's interesting. I was on the verge of falling the entire time.
Yeah, I know.
Constantly
but it'll
on
make
the
your
verge.
legs strong, right? I mean,
And your
you
core.
roller skate. Yeah, no doubt. Maybe you should keep doing it, Mace.
You think so?
From the video, maybe you should do this a little bit more. Do it with Cappy.
Cappy's
That's
like
pretty
Michelle
impressive.
Kwan out there, or he's like Dan Jansen out there.
I was thinking more like Brian Boitano myself.
Brian Boitano.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Was he a swimmer or an ice skater?
He's an ice skater. You got the right
Okay,
guy.
good. Got the right guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're giving me Dan Jansen. I'm taking Brian Boitano.
Yeah, no, I think Brian Boitano is a great call.
You know what I'm going to do? Now I'm into ice skating. I'm now into it. So, like this winter, or at least like during the holiday, I'm going to be up in Mammoth. The Kings, just like the Kings have the ice skating rink in LA Live.
Yes.
They have a brand new ice skating rink in Mammoth.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I'm going to go ice skating.
Oh, that's nice.
I think you ice skate a little bit more than you're letting on, though.
Yeah.
No ice skating.
Why sandbag, though?
Yeah,
Why
but
pretend
you
like
were
can't
you were
skate?
faking
Yeah.
like you couldn't stand at the
Yeah,
beginning. Then
why do
the
that?
next thing
Well,
you know,
no,
you're
I was like this, DeMarco. I was like robotic on the ice. It's very wet. There's puddles everywhere.
There were a lot of puddles.
Can
Did you
I
plan
stand
this?
up? Am I able to like stand and feel confident?
Yeah. Did you make a plan in the car? I'm gonna like pretend like I can't skate and then
No.
I hit like a big move.
No, I don't think so. I don't think, man.
I think you
I
were
think what
totally
happened is
sandbagging.
I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure, and then I was like, ooh, I'm comfortable out here.
Yeah, no, that's not
yeah.
the way it went down.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm faking. Now I'm
I
just
was worried
skate
about
away
Morales.
from everybody.
I was worried about Morales. Though.
That's why I held on to the side.
Really, I really was.
Yeah,
I was
Morales
worried
needed
too.
that wall.
I did desperately.
We wanted him on that wall.
We wanted
needed
him on that
wall.
wall. We need him on that wall. Exactly.
That's exactly right.
So what do you guys got cooking tonight at Yamava? It's a great game. It's going to be a thriller, Raiders and Chargers. I mean, when those two get together, boy, this year, how about that, huh?
This game is so weird tonight. This game used to not just be a game.
Yeah, right.
It used to be a week.
A thing.
You know,
Yeah.
Chargers, Raiders week. You know, San Diego versus Oakland. There were so many great historic moments in this rivalry. And now we find ourselves tonight on primetime with a quarterback who was a fifth-round draft choice who's a rookie and a quarterback that had an incredible college career. The Chargers, this guy, he won like 40-some-odd games in his career, 4 national championships at North Dakota State. Easton Stick. This guy's a winner.
Yeah.
But he's never played, and now it's primetime Thursday night.
Yeah.
And Uncle Big Al gotta call this Michigas.
You know what I say?
What a fortunate moment we find ourselves in.
Wow.
Exactly right.
Very fortunate. Very
By the
fortunate.
way, John, yesterday, last night before we headed over to the Kings game, we sat in the conference room there at the station and watched the end of the Lakers game, but we heard your play-by-play, and it was fantastic. Telling the story of the almost complete collapse, you were great. You and Michael were great.
And Mason, you would be proud of me. I used collapse, 2 syllables.
Collapse instead of collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
And Johnny I.
it was a collapse,
It was.
Mace.
Well, they gave up 45 points in the. That's the worst quarter they've had this year, right?
Well, they were up 20 at the start of the
happened?
fourth, and with 10 seconds left, they were up by 1.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. But, John, we were watching it on the screen. We were listening to it on the radio. And I also love that you and Michael have some strong disagreements during the broadcast.
Yeah.
There was a point where you were suggesting, and I'm trying to remember who's on the free throw line, that he miss.
Wemby.
And Mike,
yeah, I thought because here was my thought, Cappy. All right, so it was 117-115. Okay, Wembanyama gets fouled. There's like 10 seconds to go, maybe 8 seconds, and he misses the first free throw. All right, so now they can't catch him with the free throw, and I thought if it were me, I would have missed the second free throw because I need the ball. I'm down by 2, and I can only get 1 point if I make the free throw. And Michael was adamant, no, you make the free throw, and then you play the foul game. But that never works. Then the other team just goes down and makes 2 free throws, and you lose. And that's exactly what happened. So I would have, if I was Wembanyama, I would have missed on purpose.
So last night I had Lakers minus 2.5 with Mythical Money. That last free throw from Taurean Prince is what got me the win.
Wow. You know, that reminds me, I'm playing the Raiders tonight. I'm taking the Raiders to cover the 3.
Are you?
Tonight. Yeah.
You know what it also reminds me of Prize Picks? The last time we were here, Cappy, was the prickly pear incident.
Oh, that's right. And that makes me feel a little prickly today myself.
Are you a little prickly?
A little prickly.
Yeah. Did
What's
that
the
ever
prickly pear?
get resolved in any way? Or we're just moving on from it. It was
I think we moved
it was
on.
an interesting moment. I was just stunned when it happened.
Well, I think it was resolved.
It was resolved. Yeah, we moved on
because I think that now
No.
what,
Yeah, no,
that same
I got
segment-
Cappy's back. That's the bottom line. I got Cappy's back.
We got you back.
The same segment though is now.
Well, we love Michelle Smallman, part of our ESPN Radio
Yeah,
Morning
Michelle
Show.
Smallman's
On Sportsmanlike, weekdays, 6 to 10 a.m.
Right. So somebody did something somewhere. I don't know who that is.
Well, you know what? No, you know what the moral of that story is, Mace?
Yeah.
Never go against the family.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I had Cappy's back through that whole thing.
Yes, you did.
So, so we
Right?
got.
Morales? I mean, didn't he?
Did you see
he
the?
did.
Did
I mean,
you
I
see
thought
the
so.
Ohtani press conference? What did you see? What the dog's name is?
No, what is it?
It's Decopene, which translates as decoy.
Decoy.
Like
Really?
Toronto was a big decoy.
Decoy.
A big decupine?
Decopene.
Decopene.
Yes.
I don't believe for 1 second that's really the dog's name.
You
I
don't?
thought it
That's
was-
what he said today.
I don't believe that.
Really?
He
You don't
said
believe
it?
he said it?
No.
He said it or
No,
the interpreter said it?
No, I don't. I just think that he's making it up. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Be the first name decoy, like a dog named Decoy. I've never heard.
Decopene actually translates not as decoy. It translates as
Dodger?
the act of flicking someone's forehead with a finger.
Oh, I'm doing it to you today, Captain.
Okay.
You are? You're going to deco-pine me?
I'm going to deco-pine you.
You are deco-pining me?
I'm going to do it hard.
Linz, you don't believe any of that?
No, I don't.
Even though it is a word and all that?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, Mace. I'm not buying it. I think his
So
name
you think
is
he
like,
lied when he said it's decopine?
Yes.
Why? Why are you so skeptical?
Because
don't get me wrong, I like the skepticism.
His dog's name is like Dodger or something like that, and he didn't want people to know.
Why have you been on your phone for the last 3 minutes, Cappy?
I'm placing a wager.
I feel like we're working with Sedano.
I'm placing a wager. I got to have the Raiders tonight.
That's the one thing I learned from Shadano. He doesn't look up from his phone.
No, I got to place
the entire show.
Morales, I swear to you, I once where he did not look up from his phone for 3.5 hours.
Wow. Yeah, that's when we were all together, right, that day?
It was
that
one of the
morning
most
show?
spectacular performances by a host I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He talked, he answered all my questions, he never made eye contact, he just looked at his phone the whole time.
Wow.
Well, I am taking the Raiders tonight. I think the Raiders are going to cover the 3 points tonight.
You hope.
You always bet against the Chargers, though.
True. But I've been using I've been kind of using a handicapping service here recently.
Really?
And so, yes.
Like a tout?
Kind of like a tout, sort of. Yeah.
Like it's like a 900 number you call or something?
Not a 900. No, not a 900 number.
I've got the stone cold locks.
Well, there used to be those guys on Sunday mornings that would have those tout shows.
Oh, those are awesome.
And there was this one guy I used to remember every weekend. His name was Stu Feiner the Fourth.
Stu Feiner.
So Stu Feiner the Source. That was his name. Stu Feiner the Source. He'd say, "I'm Stu Feiner the Fourth." Right? No, that's what he did. It was hilarious. In fact, Jim Lamb.
It feels like
Sounds
you're
like
mocking him. It feels like you're mocking him.
Oh, good God. Jim Lampley actually did an HBO Real Sports report on all these touts.
Right.
And this guy, Stu Feiner the Source, that's what he sounded like. Stu Feiner the Fourth.
So wait a minute, Cappy.
Yeah.
But tell us about the tout you're using now.
Yeah, so the tout I'm using now, I don't even know how I'd call him a tout. He's just he's the medical research. He decides which team is significantly more or less healthy.
Really?
So then I follow that. And so his score tonight, based on all his algorithm is that the Raiders should be favored by 9. So if the Raiders theoretically should be favored by 9, but you're only having to give up 3, I'm going to take the Raiders to cover the 3.
So am I. Give me another $50,000 mythical dollars on the Raiders.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, Mace.
And the 3.
Mace is coming for me.
I'm trying to catch him in mythical money right now, and you sold me. The fact that you've got a health science guy who knows the health of the teams, and you say the Raiders are healthier than the Chargers. I'm all in on Cappy's tout.
DeMarco, the Chargers to me. The second part of that Broncos-Chargers game, I think the Chargers have thrown in the towel. What do you think?
When do you think they fire Staley?
After the season.
Yeah. You think he makes it to the end of the year?
Oh, yeah.
I do, because the Spanoses don't want to pay 2 coaches.
Yeah, and honestly, what's the point, DeMarco?
That's a good point.
If you're 5-8, you're going nowhere. You don't have your starting quarterback.
If you're going to do it, you might as well do it and send that message now that you're starting over. You might as well do that.
There's a guy that describes something called a dead coach bounce. Do you know? Have you ever heard that expression?
The Raiders got it this year.
The Raiders.
Antonio Pierce got a dead coach bounce.
Got a dead. And
you know
he won
what?
too.
I'll tell you this. There is nothing worse than getting your coach fired. I remember when we got Rich Brooks fired, and it sucked. It made you feel less than as an athlete. So I believe in it. You do go out and play great for that guy, but it doesn't last very long.
I helped get 2 coaches fired while I was in college.
Yeah.
Did
you really?
Yeah, 2 of them.
Sucks. It really
Well,
does.
if you would have made a few more field goals, Cap, maybe they'd still be on the gig, you know?
Seriously. It was that and a variety of other things that I did and said and whatever else.
All right. Well, we're going to be I don't know. Am I on tomorrow? I'm on tomorrow.
No, are we doing this bit
Combo
again?
plate.
Combo plate tomorrow. That's right. It's me and Cappy tomorrow.
Mace, tell me, you want to talk about the schedule? Let me know.
Yeah, 1 to 3, Cappy. 1 to 3.
I'm here for it.
It's
I don't know
easy.
if I can make that tomorrow. Somebody better remind me.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure Greg will do it. He loves talking to you about the schedule. All right. Coming up next for you is lots of stupidity live from Yamava, Ireland. Have a great weekend. Go
you, man.
Lakers. We got that game for you coming up tomorrow. It's 2 road games in a stand at San Antonio, with the second one being tomorrow. All right.